You might have noticed a small change lately. Perhaps when you stand up from a chair, it takes a moment longer than it used to. Maybe your legs feel a little less steady when you walk across the room. Or you catch yourself holding onto the wall or a table for balance without even thinking about it. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. And it does not mean your body is failing you. In fact, many of these changes happen simply because certain muscles are not being used in the way they once were. Walking is wonderful for the heart, but after 60, the body also needs gentle movements that wake up the muscles responsible for balance, posture, and everyday strength. Before we begin, if you enjoy learning simple science-based ways to stay strong and independent as the years go on, take a moment to join this community by subscribing and sharing your thoughts in the comments. Many people here are on the same journey, and your experience might help someone else feel less alone. You might have noticed a small moment during your day that feels different than it used to. Perhaps when you rise from a chair, your legs feel a little slower to respond. Maybe you press your hands against the armrest to help yourself stand, even though you never needed to before. These small signals are very common after the age of 60, and they are not signs that your body is giving up. In many cases, they simply mean that certain muscles have not been asked to work as often as they once did. One of the most important movements for maintaining independence is something you already do every day, standing up from a chair. Scientists who study aging and movement often pay close attention to this motion because it reflects the strength of several key muscle groups at the same time. The muscles at the front of your thighs, known as the quadriceps, help straighten the knees. The glute muscles in the hips help lift the body upward. At the same time, the core muscles around the abdomen and lower back quietly stabilize the spine. When these muscles work together smoothly, standing becomes effortless and steady. However, research shows that when these muscles are not activated regularly, they can gradually become weaker. This is one reason why getting up from a chair may begin to feel more challenging over time. The good news is that the body responds very well to gentle practice. Even slow, controlled movements can wake these muscles up again and help them regain strength. The sit-to-stand movement is one of the safest and most effective ways to do this because it closely mirrors a natural daily activity. Instead of forcing the body into unfamiliar positions, it simply trains the muscles to perform a task they were designed to do. To begin, choose a sturdy chair that does not move or roll. Sit near the front edge so your feet can rest flat on the floor. Place your feet about hip-width apart and allow your knees to point forward comfortably. Let your arms rest gently on your thighs or beside you. Now take a slow breath and lean your upper body slightly forward from the hips. This small shift helps bring your center of gravity over your feet, which makes standing easier and safer. Gently press your feet into the floor and begin to rise. Imagine the strength coming from your legs rather than your hands. Move slowly and smoothly until you reach a standing position. Once you are standing, pause for a brief moment. Notice how your legs and hips feel supporting you. Then slowly bend your knees and hips to lower yourself back down toward the chair. Try to control the descent so you sit down softly rather than dropping quickly. This slow lowering phase is especially valuable because it strengthens the muscles that stabilize the knees and hips. If standing without using your hands feels difficult at first, it is perfectly fine to place your hands lightly on the chair or your thighs for assistance. Over time, as the muscles wake up and grow stronger, you may notice that you rely on your hands less and less. Performing just a few repetitions each day can gently remind your body how to coordinate strength, balance, and control. The goal is not speed or effort, but smooth and comfortable movement. With regular practice, many people begin to notice that everyday tasks like rising from a chair, getting out of a car, or standing up from the sofa start to feel more natural and steady again. If you try these movements, share your experience in the comments. Let others know which one felt most helpful for you. And if you would like more simple science-based guidance for staying strong after 60, consider subscribing so you do not miss future videos. You may have noticed another subtle change during everyday walking. Perhaps when you move across the room, your steps feel slightly wider than they used to. Maybe you catch yourself slowing down when walking on uneven ground or reaching for a nearby table or wall for reassurance. These small adjustments are very common as the body ages, and they often relate not just to strength, but to balance. Balance is a remarkable system inside the body. It involves communication between the brain, the inner ear, the eyes, and many small stabilizing muscles in the legs and feet. When these systems work together smoothly, your body automatically keeps you upright with very little conscious effort. But if one part of the system becomes less active, the brain receives weaker signals about where the body is in space. This can make movements feel slightly less steady. One simple way to gently retrain this system is through the heel-to-toe balance walk. This movement may look very easy at first glance, but it quietly strengthens the connection between the brain and the muscles responsible for stability. Scientists who study fall prevention often use variations of this exercise because it improves something called proprioception. This is the body's ability to sense position and movement without needing to look at the feet. As we grow older, this sense can become less sensitive if it is not regularly practiced. Slow balance movements help reactivate these pathways and improve coordination. To begin, choose a safe space in your home where you can walk a few steps in a straight line. It is helpful to stand near a wall, kitchen counter, or sturdy piece of furniture so you can reach it if needed. Safety always comes first, and having support nearby can make the exercise feel more comfortable. Stand tall with your shoulders relaxed and your gaze forward. Now place one foot directly in front of the other so that the heel of the front foot gently touches the toes of the back foot. Pause for a moment and allow your body to settle into this position. You may feel small adjustments happening in your ankles and legs. These tiny corrections are actually your stabilizing muscles doing their important work. Next, slowly lift the back foot and place it in front again in the same heel-to-toe position. Move slowly and calmly, almost as if you were walking along an imaginary line on the floor. There is no need to rush. The slower you move, the more your brain can process the balance signals. If the movement feels challenging at first, that is completely normal. You can widen the distance slightly between your feet until you feel more stable. Over time, as your confidence grows, you can bring the steps closer together again. Try taking 5 to 10 slow steps forward, breathing naturally and keeping your posture relaxed. If you feel unsteady at any moment, simply pause and place your hand on the nearby support. Then continue when you feel ready. What makes this exercise so valuable is that it strengthens many small muscles that are often overlooked during regular walking. The ankles, calves, and hip stabilizers all work together to maintain balance during each step. By practicing controlled heel-to-toe walking, you are teaching these muscles to respond more quickly and effectively. With consistent practice, many people notice that their everyday walking begins to feel more confident. Turning, stepping over objects, and moving through crowded spaces may start to feel steadier because the body has relearned how to coordinate balance with each step. If you try these movements, share your experience in the comments. Let others know which one felt most helpful for you. And if you would like more simple science-based guidance for staying strong after 60, consider subscribing so you do not miss future videos. You may not think much about upper body strength during daily life, but it quietly supports many of the movements that keep you independent. Simple actions like pushing open a heavy door, placing items on a shelf, or steadying yourself with your hands when getting out of bed all rely on the muscles of the chest, shoulders, and arms. Over time, if these muscles are not used regularly, they can gradually lose strength, which may make everyday tasks feel a little more demanding than they once did. One gentle way to maintain and rebuild this strength is through the wall push-up. This movement is especially helpful for adults over 60 because it strengthens the upper body without placing excessive pressure on the joints. Unlike traditional floor push-ups, which require significant arm and core strength, the wall provides support and allows the body to move in a much more controlled and comfortable way. From a scientific perspective, the wall push-up activates several important muscle groups at the same time. The chest muscles help push the body away from the wall, the shoulders guide the movement of the arms, and the triceps at the back of the arms help straighten the elbows. At the same time, the muscles around the abdomen and back gently engage to keep the body stable and aligned. When these muscles work together regularly, they help maintain the ability to push, reach, and stabilize yourself during everyday activities. To begin, stand facing a wall in a quiet, comfortable space. Place your feet about shoulder width apart and take a small step back from the wall so that your arms can extend comfortably in front of you. Raise your hands and place your palms flat against the wall at about shoulder height. Your fingers can point upward, and your hands should be roughly in line with your shoulders. Allow your shoulders to relax and keep your body in a straight line from your head down to your heels. Now take a slow breath and gently bend your elbows, allowing your chest to move toward the wall. The movement should feel smooth and controlled, as though you are slowly leaning forward. Keep your elbows pointing slightly downward rather than flaring out to the sides. As you move closer to the wall, notice the gentle engagement in your arms and chest. There is no need to move quickly or deeply. Even a small range of motion can activate the muscles effectively. When your elbows have bent comfortably, pause for a brief moment. Then slowly press your palms into the wall and begin straightening your arms, guiding your body back to the starting position. Focus on pushing evenly through both hands and maintaining a steady pace. This controlled pushing motion is where the muscles receive their strengthening signal. Repeat the movement slowly for a few comfortable repetitions, breathing naturally as you move. The goal is not to feel strain, but rather a gentle awakening of the muscles that support daily movement. If the exercise feels too easy after some time, you can simply step a little farther away from the wall. This slightly increases the effort while still keeping the movement safe and manageable. If it ever feels uncomfortable, stepping closer to the wall will reduce the intensity. With regular practice, the wall push-up can gradually restore strength in the arms, chest, and shoulders. Many people find that activities like lifting groceries, pushing doors, or supporting themselves with their hands begin to feel easier and more natural again. These small improvements in strength can quietly support confidence, stability, and independence in everyday life-based guidance for staying strong after 60. Consider subscribing so you do not miss future videos. You may have experienced a moment when putting on your shoes or stepping into your pants while standing felt a little less steady than it once did. Perhaps you instinctively reached for the wall or a nearby chair to keep your balance. These small moments are very common, especially after the age of 60, and they often reveal something important about how the body maintains stability. Many people assume balance depends only on the ears or the brain, but the truth is that balance relies heavily on small stabilizing muscles throughout the hips, legs, and ankles. These muscles act like quiet guardians, constantly making tiny adjustments to keep the body upright. When they are strong and responsive, you can stand, walk, or shift your weight without even thinking about it. However, research in movement science shows that these stabilizing muscles can become less active if they are not challenged regularly. Walking is excellent for general health, but it usually keeps both feet on the ground in a predictable rhythm. Because of that, the muscles responsible for single-leg stability may not receive enough stimulation to stay fully engaged. This is where the supported single-leg stand becomes especially valuable. It is a gentle but powerful way to remind the body how to stabilize itself when only one leg is supporting your weight. Even holding this position for a short time can activate important muscles around the hips, thighs, and ankles. To begin, find a comfortable space where you can stand next to a sturdy chair, countertop, or table. Having support nearby helps you feel safe and relaxed, which is very important when practicing balance exercises. Stand tall with your feet about hip-width apart and your shoulders soft and relaxed. Place one hand lightly on the chair or counter. The support is there simply as reassurance, not something you need to grip tightly. Now slowly shift your weight onto one foot. Take your time with this step and allow your body to settle into the new position. Once you feel steady, gently lift the other foot a few inches off the floor. The lifted foot does not need to come very high. Even a small lift is enough to signal the stabilizing muscles to begin working. As you hold this position, you may feel small movements around the ankle or hip of the standing leg. These subtle adjustments are a healthy sign that your balance system is active. Try to keep your breathing calm and natural while maintaining a comfortable posture. Imagine the top of your head reaching gently upward while your standing leg remains strong and steady beneath you. There is no need to hold the position for a long time. Even 5 to 10 seconds can be beneficial. When you are ready, slowly place the lifted foot back on the floor and allow your weight to return evenly to both legs. Pause for a moment, then repeat the same process on the other side. Moving slowly and mindfully helps the brain fully register the balance signals being sent from the muscles and joints. If the movement feels challenging at first, you can keep your toes lightly touching the ground while most of your weight remains on the standing leg. Over time, as confidence grows, lifting the foot slightly higher may begin to feel more comfortable. Practicing this simple balance exercise regularly can gradually strengthen the stabilizing muscles that protect you during everyday movements. Activities like stepping over objects, climbing stairs, or changing direction while walking may start to feel steadier. With patience and consistency, the body often becomes more responsive and balanced, helping you move through daily life with greater confidence and control. If you try these movements, share your experience in the comments. Where are you watching from? Let others know which one felt most helpful for you. Take a moment to join this community by subscribing and sharing your thoughts in the comments. Many people here are on the same journey, and your experience might help someone else feel less alone. You may have noticed that certain movements require a little more caution than they once did. For example, when lowering yourself into a chair or stepping down from a curb, you might feel the need to move more slowly. This is actually a very wise instinct from the body. Controlled lowering movements rely on specific muscle fibers that help protect the joints and maintain stability. One gentle exercise that helps strengthen these muscles is the slow chair squat hold. It may sound simple, but this movement plays an important role in maintaining strength in the legs and hips. These are the muscles that allow you to sit down safely, stand back up with confidence, and move through daily life with steady control. From a scientific perspective, this movement activates the quadriceps in the front of the thighs, the glute muscles in the hips, and the stabilizing muscles around the knees. When you slowly lower your body and pause partway down, these muscles must work together to support your weight. This type of controlled effort stimulates muscle fibers that are especially important for balance and joint protection. Researchers who study healthy aging often emphasize exercises that include slow, controlled pauses. The reason is that these pauses help strengthen the body's ability to stabilize itself. Instead of simply moving up and down quickly, the muscles learn to support the body during moments when balance is most important. To begin this movement, stand in front of a sturdy chair placed on a stable surface. Position your feet about hip-width apart and allow your arms to rest comfortably at your sides or extend gently forward for balance. Keep your shoulders relaxed and your gaze forward. Take a slow breath and begin bending your knees and hips as if you are about to sit down. Imagine you are lowering yourself toward the chair with great care. Move slowly so that your muscles remain engaged throughout the motion. If you try these movements, share your experience in the comments. Let others know which one felt most helpful for you. And if you would like more simple science-based guidance for staying strong after 60, consider subscribing so you do not miss future videos as you approach the chair. Pause when you are about halfway down. You do not need to go very low. The goal is simply to hold a comfortable position where your legs are supporting your weight without actually sitting. At this point, you may feel the muscles in your thighs and hips gently activating. Hold this position for a few seconds while breathing calmly. There is no need to strain or push through discomfort. Even a brief pause allows the muscles to receive a strong signal that helps them maintain strength and coordination. After the pause, gently press your feet into the floor and slowly return to a standing position. Focus on moving smoothly rather than quickly. This upward motion helps the legs and hips work together to lift the body safely. If you feel uncertain at first, you can place your hands lightly on the back of the chair or extend your arms forward to help with balance. Another option is to sit fully in the chair after lowering and then stand up again when you feel ready. Over time, as your confidence grows, holding the halfway position may begin to feel easier. Practicing this movement regularly can help the body maintain the strength needed for everyday tasks. Sitting down, standing up, and lowering the body during daily activities may start to feel more controlled and secure. These small improvements in muscle strength and coordination can make a meaningful difference in maintaining independence and moving through life with steadiness and confidence. If you try these movements, share your experience in the comments. Let others know which one felt most helpful for you. And if you would like more simple science-based guidance for staying strong after 60, consider subscribing so you do not miss future videos. Your strength journey does not end with age. In many ways, it is simply entering a wiser and more mindful chapter.